What's going on, lads and lasses? What just happened down at Elland Road as it has ended Leeds 0, Newcastle United 0. Let's get into the match reaction. So, looking at this game, we are still searching for our first win of the season after being held to a goalless draw down at Elland Road against newly promoted Leeds. I mean, looking at the game, really we should have come away from that game with a win if it wasn't for a disgusting display from a referee and again the lack of a striker up top to put away the chances. Will Osula was of course leading the line today. And what chances the lad did get, every time he was getting into the box he was being pulled down or he was barely touching a Leeds player, and Peter Banks was doing absolutely nothing about, who's being pulled down, but he was doing everything when it was who's touching just a Leeds player by a tiny little bit. And of course, that was the recurring story throughout the entire of the game. Obviously, there was a reunion of Sean Longstaff playing against us for the first time since moving to Leeds. Of course, made his full debut for Leeds as well against Witt, and I've got to say there was a few dodgy, questionable tackles in there from Longstaff that I wasn't best pleased with, especially the one on Jacob Ramsey. I thought that was really bad tackle by Longstaff. I thought he went in a bit too rough on it. He didn't get the ball neither, so he should have probably been seeing a card. And I mean, if he was still at Newcastle United and he was doing them tackles, he's going to get a card for that. But we didn't see him get a card at all, to be honest, in the game. And that in itself tells you everything you need to know about the referee today. It was a brilliant start by Livramento in the game as well. He ran down the left, creating many chances for it. Cutting back many times, opening up brilliant chances as well. Us did really well, just unlucky not to get himself on the score sheet in the game and open the scoring in the game for it. And Leeds had some half chances with Stach. He had one shot that got blocked, another free kick which was easily claimed by Nicky in goal for it today. And the Leeds goalkeeper was wasting time from minute one of the game. I mean, it was just absolutely beyond a joke. Every single time it took him to take a kick, he was constantly going to the post, kicking his boots off the post, then taking a long time to run up to the ball before kicking it for goal kicks. It was just complete and utter time wasting by Lucas Perret of Leeds, the goalkeeper, who was just doing that all match. And Peter Banks just did not think about it at all. He denied, of course, Jacob Murphy a brilliant chance in the game as well with a pretty sharp save. Lucky to get the save as well. It was a really good screamer shot from outside the area from Jacob Murphy. And, the Leeds goalkeeper was very lucky to get to it. I've got to say that. Just like barely the edge of the hand catching the ball. Just very lucky save by the Leeds goalkeeper on that one. And then of course he denied some of our ones as well. We're seeing Fab's ball in the deflected effort dropping onto the roof of the net, of course, as well. Second half we're seeing Murphy going close again with a powerful left-footed strike, but again the Leeds keeper getting in there, save it. And then we're seeing Lewis Hall coming on as a sub, who blasted over a chance over the bar. Unfortunately, it wasn't at Old Trafford, so we haven't, of course, seen Halsey get the goal there, because we usually only see Halsey score when it is at Old Trafford. And then the late scare for Nicky, where he kept the game alive. Big save. Dominic Calvert-Lewin was offside though, to be honest. And, it's just one of them games of missed chances once again. We're seeing it, in the last 3 in the last 2 games before this one, you know, these first 3 games of the season have just been that same recurring theme of needing that vital finisher up front to put away the chances. We're creating the chances, we just don't have that person there to put them away because of that whole situation, that absolute meatball that is, of course, Alexander Isak and his stupid saga that just won't, you know, come to an end. Finally, hopefully, we'll see the end of it soon, be it being at Newcastle United or wherever he goes. But I mean, that has literally ruined the first games of the season. The first 3 games of the season have been ruined by his antics. And he's got a lot of answer for it. We've dropped points here. Again, you know, that's now 2 points we've gotten out of 3 games when we've had the chance to get, you know, the maximum out of them games because we've been putting in the chances, and all because of one man and his greed, we have been cost the chances to get them maximum points on the board. But anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Looking at the Premier League table, which I'll try and, of course, get up here so I can see where we are in the Premier League right now. And as of right now of recording, we are currently 15th in the Premier League with 2 draws and 1 loss. That is absolutely unacceptable when you consider, you know, that we are a team that is playing Champions League football, and it's not Eddie to blame, it's not any of the other lads to blame, it's one man, and it's Alexander Isak, and he needs to get into his head that he's not going to Liverpool. He will not be joining Liverpool, and he needs to get that into his head right now, because that is seriously costing us points on the board that we could be getting. You know, the game against Villa, that should have been a win. The game against Liverpool, it would have been a win if we had have had him in that game. And then the game against Leeds today would have been a win. That's 3 wins we would have picked up. And I know a lot of people will probably say that's deluded to say that you get 3 straight wins off the trot. But with the way we're performing, with the way we're passing the balls into that box, all that's missing is that one person to put away the chances. And that one person is Alexander Isak, causing us the dropped points here. And that is my thoughts on it. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Any Leeds fans watching, what did you think of the game? And, you know, are you as neutrals, you know, on Newcastle's side here, talking about the whole Isak situation? And do you agree with what he's doing, or do you not agree with what he's doing? Like us Newcastle United fans, we don't agree with it, obviously. It's all wrong. He's gone about this in the wrong way, and there's better ways to go about it. You know, there's more professional ways to go about it. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. And remember, hit the like, share, subscribe to the channel. We did see the new guy as well, Nick Voltemade, in the stands at Elland Road. It would have been nice to have seen him out there on the pitch, to be honest. I think we could have done with him today. But, you know, we'll see him in the next game when we play again. Until next time, see you all later, and how are the lads?